record. All right, it's Team Call Tuesday, and it's still March, and there's still time to meet your goals, and I have a whole list of things to talk about. But if you're on Zoom, if you're on live, put your hand up, comment, unmute yourself if you have a question. First of all, make sure you head to Coaches in Motion when you have time and listen to Charlene's call from tonight. It was really good. It was nice to hear from her again. I haven't heard from her for a couple weeks. And we have a new coach training coming up that's going to be different than what we've done in the past. It will give you more shout outs. It'll give you emails of, hey, where you're at, like helping with accountability. And I think she mentioned some prizes involved. So definitely find out about that. Everybody needs to go through it, because if you're very active, you've been in this for a while, you need to know what you're putting your new coaches in. So plan to check out Charlene's video, and we will let you know here in Rev as soon as that launches. But she said April is the plan, so be ready for that. Just wanted to throw out Super Saturdays coming up, April 8th. If you're not locally here, I know a lot of coaches here are going to Kansas City, and I'm so jealous. So everybody's going to take amazing notes and photos and everything else. Chrissy can't come either. Chrissy's going to be traveling with family, and it's my son's first tournament, and I am in charge of our first ever concession stand. Everybody say a prayer for me. So it's going to be a busy day for all. But if you can get to one, find one, go to your back office, search all the events coming up, and get to one. How cool would it be, even if it's just you? I'm telling you, coaches are amazing and nice. You'll meet a friend, I promise. Go to a Super Saturday. Summit's coming up. We have our rooms kind of situated as of now. I think at least one of our 2 hotel rooms are willing to have a 5th person if you would like. And there's actually a spot left. Rebecca and I are going to go stay with a fellow Coaches in Motion coach, a sweetheart friend of mine, Anne Frank. And we have one spot left, I believe. I know she was talking to a couple people. I talked to Vanessa that roomed with us last year. She was going to see. She's not sure she can go. So if you're going to go, we will find a way. We will find you a place to stay. Let's get to Summit. I am super excited. And Charlene talked in Coaches in Motion tonight about that. So about the team, we have like a team celebration that we get together. So she's in the process of nailing that down. And let's see, I was going to try to change my view, but it's not working. Okay. So I want to talk to you guys tonight about basic organization that has worked really well for me since January. And I hope that it will give you some ideas. If you're in Fuel Your Fire, you are familiar with what's going on, because I'm very actively posting in there what I'm doing. If you're not in Fuel Your Fire and you're wanting to be actively coaching, talk to your coach about getting you added to Fuel Your Fire. That is where our active coaching group is. So here in Rev Empire, that's all of us, discount coaches, hobby coaches, active coaches. Those of you that are really wanting to get into this, see what we're doing, plug into everything we have going on, we want to get you in Fuel Your Fire. So here's what I have going on. I was going to share with you how I do this. So preferably before the new month starts, so I'm planning out April, I set out a plan for my free ongoing group, Team Fit and Lean. That's my baby. It's where my journey is. Anybody's welcome to join Team Fit and Lean. It's not just Beachbody people. It is my place to add value. It's my place to add great content that's going to be helpful to people, inspire people, motivate people. So it's not all sweaty selfies and shake pictures. That's our Vibe Tribe group, and we'll talk about that in a second. But it's me. It's what I need for accountability. It's what I know my challengers are looking for and needing. And I'm trying to really add good content in there this year. Within that, I set up events for little free groups that I run right in Team Fit and Lean. So if someone joins a free group, they're always a member of Fit and Lean unless they choose to leave the group. So for April, I have all of this on my cover photo ready to go for April. I'm going to do a 30-day ab challenge. I will run most of that on my like page because that's where my videos go. But I will be sharing either a ab video that I have found, or a video I've made myself, or I will be going live and showing just a simple ab move that they can do for the day. So keep it simple. It's something I want to work on. So it's not added work for me because I'm going to be focusing on it anyway. So I'm going to add value to my group by seeing who wants to focus on abs with me. I will set up a free event for that because fitness draws in a lot of people. People want to get fit. People want to work on their abs. So that is one I will set an event up for. The next week, I'm going to talk about foods to avoid. And I found an article in Team Beachbody. It's amazing. And I'm just going to take the article and break it apart into 5 or 6 posts. And the whole point of the article is foods that we think are healthy, we think's great for a healthy meal plan, when really they're not. We all need that, right? So that'll be my week 2. Probably won't set an event up for that. I'll just talk about it a lot. I might share a couple posts about it on my personal page. The third week, I'm going to talk just healthy Easter recipes, just sharing what can people take to their events. And I just start searching for that. I just start searching the internet for articles, searching Team Beachbody first of all. Typically, I find something there, and just sharing things from there. So thanks, Nikki. Nikki's liking my week 2. Hopefully it goes well. I don't have that organized quite yet. And then the 1, 2, 3. Seems like a really long month. It really looks like it too. After healthy Easter recipes, I'm going to do a water challenge, and I'm honestly just going to take the posts that we're using for Vibe Tribe the first week of the month, and I'm going to put them in Fit and Lean with different images, and we're going to run a water challenge. Everybody needs a water challenge. I'm telling you, it's like the most important thing that everybody forgets. I know for me, it's a huge one. So simple and easy. The posts are already designed. I don't have to spend a lot of time with that. It's already done. I will set up an event for that because I have found new people that way before. I mean, everybody needs to drink water. So that's a great way to meet new people and talk to new people that are working on their health goals. And then the last week of March, I found an article in Team Beachbody again about crazy busy people tips when it comes to health. It's a great article. I think it has 9-ish tips for crazy busy people. And I'm just going to break it apart, or I might get lucky and Rebecca might break it apart first so I can use her content. And I'm going to post that in Team Fit and Lean. Now I'm going to switch over. I've been using Postcron, but those of you using it, you can only do 10 at a time. And I want to do the whole month. I want to have these posts scheduled and done so that I can just focus on sharing my journey throughout the month. So the main posts are already going to be in Fit and Lean every day around 6 a.m. So I'm going to use Hootsuite for that. I think you can attach 2 groups, if I remember right, to Hootsuite. 3? Okay. Well, is it 2 in your personal page? Or is it Nikki saying 3 as well? No? Okay. 3 groups. Sweet. Okay. So I already attached Vibe Tribe. Everybody say a prayer that it works because I've posted all of April in our Vibe Tribe group. And I did a test post and it worked. So I'm hopeful. So that's what my Team Fit and Lean is going to look like. I also every month do a welcome video. I don't do that live. I write it all out and I record it old school and then I upload it to my group and I pin it to the top. And I type, in the text at the top. It pretty much stays the same every month. I just copy and paste it. It's great. And just basically share a little bit about me, that this is my free ongoing group. Anyone's welcome to join. You can invite your friends at any time. But if at any point you would like to know about the tools that I use as an online coach, to let me know, and that I would appreciate the support if they decide to use anything Beachbody related. So just a little video about that. If anybody wants to hop in and see my video or hang out in the group for a while, let me know. I don't want to overgroup anybody. But as a new coach, I remember wanting to be in everything. Put me in it all because I need to soak up everything I can soak up. So if that's you, just find Team Fit and Lean and add yourself or private message me and I will get you in there. Okay. So welcome video, cover photo keeps me organized. Scheduling my posts keeps me organized. Also in Team Fit and Lean, just this week, I have dedicated myself to daily accountability. One post before I go to bed, no matter how tired I am, I either hop in live or I simply take an image from typically that I've taken from the day, and I use the same text. It just says daily accountability. I use Pic Collage. It's like my favorite app for using for photos. And I just am raw and real. Today, before I hopped on this call, I went ahead and posted my daily accountability. And I just went through how it started out great. And then those kids at school completely had me stressed. And a student brought me a chocolate chip cookie and it was gone before I even thought about it. Like, the comfort food thing, right? So just being raw and real, letting my challengers know that this is me. I'm not perfect. This is how my day went. And I'm hoping as I do this, people will slowly start to hop on and do it. And, I used to feel like, there's crickets in my group. I'm only getting a few likes. Nobody's posting. I don't care anymore. That doesn't bother me. My blinders are on. That group is for me and whoever wants to follow in that group. I have like 400 people in there, and I think I have maybe 5 to 10 likes on things, and I'm okay with that because they're still in there. And something may come up and they may go, oh my gosh, I want to do this. I want to be a part of this. So I'm okay with that. So they're in there because at some point they wanted to be in a free group. At some point they messaged me for help. I'm not ever going to take them out until they want to be out on their own. So they are in my group. They are my tribe. And I just use my personal page and my like page to attract new people, to find new people. So, okay. So that's my free stuff. Anybody have questions about free group stuff before I move on? Okay. So Vibe Tribe. What I love about being a coach in Rev Empire is that we run these things together. So a lot less work for us to all have to design these groups on our own. So we started, I don't know how long ago it's been, but we've had Rev Empire Vibe Tribe going for quite a while. And it's our ongoing Beachbody group. So coaches, clients, friends, anybody using Beachbody that's somehow, what do I want to say? Somehow in our team, they're in Vibe Tribe. And to go along with that, now we have this awesome app to really make us look and feel more professional. And it pulls people off Facebook. It forces them to post their accountability by tracking. And as coaches, we can go in and see, and we can call people out. Every Sunday, I go in and I check and I message people. I had to call out some of my coaches this week in private message and say, hey, where have you been? Where's your tracking? What's going on? And it's amazing. And Chrissy Riggins will tell you that like 4 months ago, I was like, I don't want anything to do with that app. It is the last thing. I don't have time for that app. But I'm learning the power. I'm forcing myself to track first and then go to Facebook. And it'll take time. We still don't have a ton of activity in the app, but that's okay. People are tracking there. We can't go live yet, which is annoying, but we can use both the app and the group to help motivate and inspire our people. So there for a while, I was having a hard time differentiating between my paid challengers and just my free group. And what am I giving to my paid challengers? I'm giving them accountability once, hopefully twice a week is my plan. And it's by simply sending them on Thursday. I just sent a mass message to all my challengers in the app. I don't remember what I said, but something motivating. And then on Sunday, I go through and I post some sort of recognition in Vibe Tribe, just giving them a shout out. And then I send out some private messages saying, where have you been? I'm not seeing you tracking, to let them know that I'm watching. We all need accountability, right? What feels better than having someone say, way to go, good job getting it done today. So if you're not doing it already, please make sure once a day you go into the Facebook group, like and comment on people's things. Please don't take forever, but scroll through the day and you'll get to the point where you're like, oh, that was what I commented on yesterday. Give people love, support, comment, tell them way to go. thanks for sharing, or I had a bad day too, or I'm doing that program too. And then go do the same thing in the app so that people are starting to see that it's really the same thing, that you can comment and like in the app just like you can in a Facebook group. So make sure that you are doing that. And oh yes, Chrissy says you called the app awesome. Yeah, I called the app awesome. It's crazy. She's so happy to hear this. I drag my feet on everything. If you haven't been in this for a while, I was like, why do we need on demand? That's crazy. There's no way I'm going to work out from my computer. You people are nuts. I like my DVDs. And 6 months later, I haven't used a DVD in 6 months. So I don't do well with change, obviously. I need to work on that. So for Vibe Tribe, Nikki and I had our weekly meeting last week, and we went through, and Rebecca and I had talked a lot about a 3-month rotation for coaches and how Melanie Mitro does her coach boot camp. And Nikki's like, what if we have that same type of rotation in Vibe Tribe? I'm like, that's great. And it just so happened I had time. My daughter was at preschool and she had time, and we just sat there and hashed it all out. So this month in April, you'll see my posts coming through. We take turns on that. So there'll be a different coach each time. And my hope is this April that I designed for the month 1, then when it comes back in rotation, the next person that's posting this can use the same posts, tweak them a bit to fit them, and use different images. Done. How amazing is that? Because I spent a long time making those posts, and I'm pretty proud of those posts, but I knew that they were hopefully going to come up again. And I think that's genius for us to use that. And then Chrissy's been posting some of the information from the back office that we have for different programs. And I think when we've got a handful of people doing one program, that's huge to have that content as well. And she was willing to take the time to do it. So we have some really good content going in Vibe Tribe right now, which is great. So for April, we're gonna have focus week. So the first week we're focusing on water. Second week we're focusing on eating our greens. Third week, it's after Easter, so we're doing kind of a sugar detox. I'll talk about the 3-day refresh in my posts. And then the last week, Shakeology. So we kind of went through, as a brand new challenger, month 1, what are the things that we focus on in a progression that we felt fit well. So that's kind of what you'll be seeing in Vibe Tribe. Also, for what I'm doing, and anyone, please, is welcome to join me, is I'm bringing back the Beachbody's Biggest Loser. I have an event set up. If you would like to invite right to my event, you're welcome to do that. If you'd like to make your own, absolutely do that. If you want me to swap out my picture for yours in the cover, I can do that as well. If you've been in my groups before for Biggest Loser, it'll be similar. I've tweaked a few things from the last couple times that I've been running this, and it's went well. If you find people that are competitive, people that want accountability, we will do weekly prizes. We'll do weekly check-ins with their weight if they choose to. I totally get the scale issue. So if people want to simply weigh first day and last day, totally acceptable. But if they'd like to hop into the weekly prize drawings, they can send their scale to their coach weekly. So scale photos will go right to the coach that invited them. The buy-in is $5. The $5 will go right to the coach that invited them until the date that we close it, which is April 9th. So after April 9th, coaches that are involved with this, that have challengers, you will then you'll collect and send me the money, either through Facebook or in the mail, whatever works. PayPal is not my friend, so we won't go there for now. I'll figure it out eventually. One of the tweaks that I made is I gave a little more leeway than I should have for the very last scale photo for the last Biggest Loser. So I'm not going to make that mistake again. The last scale photo has to be tracked in the app by Monday at noon, which is May 1st, the last day. So it's got to be done because it really can fluctuate if someone's choosing to do it at a different time or weigh a couple times or whatever. Really, we need people weighing as soon as they get up. That's just the best way to stay consistent. So get up, go to the bathroom, weigh. So as coaches, that means we're going to have to be very, very good with accountability. We're going to have to let these people know that, hey, you have to get your scale posted in the app by noon tomorrow. I have to get these scales to Kim, and then I will be the one posting the weekly leaderboards. So you guys will get me percentages lost. And then I'll be in charge of that at the end as well. So there isn't any mix of that. The percentage lost is just like you can find online. I will type it out and put it in an image because I don't think I did that last time. So I will do that. Chrissy's laughing at me. Tell me what you're laughing at. Maybe I should look at the chat. There's a chat on Zoom. Those of you that aren't on Zoom. So I'll have to read these because yes, I know. See, Nikki knows eventually. I mean, I'm doing my own taxes, for goodness sakes. Like, I will figure it out. It's just not at the top of my priority list right now, but I will get there. So again, please let me know if you're going to join that. We're already getting down to starting to message people. I have my event set up. I have people marking going, and now I need to let them know that for this particular group, they have to be using something Beachbody. It can be fitness. It can be just Shakeology, or it can be just fitness. It's totally up to them. I do typically put out there to them, though, that in the past, people that are all in with both are typically the ones leading the leaderboard. Not always, but typically. So, you can encourage people. This is the time. Give it a try. 30-day money back guarantee. I'm going to offer my new clients, if they get signed up with a challenge pack by April 1st, that I will pay their $5, so they don't have to pay the $5 for it. If they bring a friend into it that gets signed up with a challenge pack that gets started, I will waive their $5. So I'm going to be asking each person if they know of anyone. Really, that's the best way to rock this out, is if you have a close family member or friend that does it with you. So I did have a coach from Coaches in Motion, bless her heart. She asked me last time and I stuck with it to being just Rev Empire, but I am going to message her. She's not really an active coach. She just follows my stuff. And so she'll be joining too. So I'm going to be a little more open with that. But we do want challengers that are using something Beachbody. That's really the only requirement. Like I said, we'll have weekly prizes. If you guys have ideas, let me know. I will come up with some posts to post in Vibe Tribe. Really more of a check-in post than anything. I mean, we do our Log R5, and I'm assuming that'll still continue. This will just be something separate because not everyone will take part in it. Yes, coaches can win. So definitely, if you're a coach and you've got some weight to lose, compete with us. Put your $5 in and compete. I don't see any reason to separate it. So coaches should be rocking this out. And it was not coaches that won the last Biggest Loser. So coaches, we really should be leading the leaderboard. We know what to do. We need to use that for our accountability and compete. So, okay, that's my list. To say one other thing. I have asked my coach, Nikki, to keep me accountable. And I am vowing to fill this BAT, Business Activity Tracker. If you don't know what it is, talk to your coach. To fill this out every night this week and post my accountability, good or bad, in Fuel Your Fire. So if I don't do anything, I'm still filling it out. And so I've asked Nikki to keep an eye on that. And if she notices that I'm not sticking to that goal, to call me out on it. Because I'm telling you guys, even though I'm sitting at the table like 10 o'clock last night, dead tired, filling that out reminds me that this is actually a job, even though it doesn't feel like it because I'm so passionate about it. I would do it anyway. But it's really, like Chrissy says, a clock in and out. She has her sheet she fills in for that. That's my clock in and out. I have to sit down and do it. And a lot of the items on the list I do throughout the day, but I have to sit down and fill it out, which is then I'm competitive. So then when I sit there to fill it out, I'm like, oh, I don't have this space done and this space done. I don't care how tired I am. I have to put something down there. So it forces me to do it, to do what's on the list. So I challenge you guys to print off a bunch of those bats, put it in a binder, a folder. For me, it's a folder because binders are really hard to take back and forth to school with me when I'm subbing. it's so much easier to throw this in my book bag. And, it's one of those nice folders that doesn't rip, that's more than 50 cents. And my bat's actually stuck in there. It's not going anywhere. I've got my building side of people I'm just chatting with. I've got my challenger list here of people that have ordered that I'm checking in on. And then I have what's called a hot list, people that have been super interested, people that I really want to make sure and check in on them. That's where I'm putting my hot list. And usually they're on my follow-up list on the bottom of the bat as well. So I'm finally feeling, and I've worked on the bat for about 3 weeks, but not consistently. It's been like Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, because those are my best days of the week. And then the weekends, I get busy and I have to catch up on the weekends. So, but I'm trying to be very consistent. If I don't get stuff done, I don't get stuff done. I at least fill it out that, yep, 0, 0, 0 in that box. I didn't get it done. Keep yourself accountable. Charlene talked on the call tonight about kind of the issue we've had with training. We're trying to figure out what happened. When I did my first training, it was a Facebook training. And I don't know, maybe it's my personality, but I'm like, I committed to this. I'm going to get in there and I'm going to check it every day. And I did. And guys, I've been hitting Success Club since my very first month. I've hit Success Club almost every month of 3 years. I think I've only missed like 4 months in 3 years. You have to be consistent, and you have to want to do that. Now, if you're just hobby coaching, that's totally fine too. And that's what it started out for me. But even as a hobby coach, if I said I was going to do a training, I was in there. If it was stuff I could do, and that was a new coach training. So it was, yeah. So the long point of that is we've ran some trainings and we're trying to figure out what's going to help you guys. And we've ran trainings on Facebook. They go well for a little bit, a few days, a week. And then all of a sudden, no one's posting, no one's commenting on the call to action. And we're like, what happened? And we have great training at revempire.com from Nikki. We have training from Charlene at coachesinmotion.com. I actually just tagged my new coaches in it. So just go to Rev Empire. It's towards the top post. And get in there and get it done. But the thing is, there really isn't a lot of accountability. We can't say, hey, did you do this? But in all honesty, we really shouldn't have to. I mean, if you want to do it, you do it. And if you can only do it on the weekends, you get as much done as you can. If you can do a little bit each day, do a little bit each day. So what Charlene, I believe, is rolling out, it'll have that accountability piece. You're going to get an email saying, hey, you haven't finished this video or this part, or it sounds like you'll get a certificate at the end, like a class that you would complete. And so I'm hoping that would really help. But newer coaches, let us know, what do we need to do to help with that? We want to help you succeed with whatever your goals are. If it's to earn your Shakeology free, if it's to earn these trips free with us, if it's to make a little extra cash, wherever you're at in your business, we're here. I talked to Rebecca a lot the other day, and I think I did with Nikki too, about we want to know as your coach, if you want to run with us, we'll run with you. If you want to walk with us, we'll walk with you. We'll go at your pace. And if you're just kind of crawling with us, that's okay. We'll crawl with you too. But we need to know where you're at. If you want to run, let's do it. If you need more than what we're giving you, ask us. What else can we do for you? We want to be at your level of where you're at. And you kind of have to make that decision. Do I have 10 minutes a day? Do I have an hour on Saturdays? And that's what I'm going to give to you. So tell me, what should I do? We're here to help you. This business is not one that you do alone, which is amazing. We're all in Rev Empire together. So I hope this helps. I hope if you need help, you let us know. And organization is key. Giving great content. Give. If you haven't read The Go Giver, it's great. Give and you will receive. People will trust you. They'll see your consistency and they'll know that you want to help people. You're truly here to help people. We're not here to sell unless it's something that can benefit the person. There's nothing better than hearing, I lost 20 pounds. Oh my God, thank you so much for helping me. That's the best feeling in the world. And if you hear that once a month and you've had to message 50 people to get there, it's worth every person that you messaged. So message people, invite people, That's where I'm struggling. I've got to get those invites out in private message and talking to people in private message. So thank you, those of you that hopped on Zoom and on live. I will get this uploaded. You guys know my computer is super slow. Rebecca's is not, but it will take me till tomorrow to get mine uploaded. It takes forever. Anybody have anything on Zoom before we hop off? It's quiet. I don't do well with quiet. Anybody? You guys all know that. Okay, well, have a good night. I'm going to go sit down and do my tracker before I fall asleep. Dance Moms is over for the season, so I don't have Dance Moms to rush off to. Chrissy wants to say something.
No, I was just saying thanks. It was good stuff.
Good. I'm hoping it helps. And again, get and fuel your fire, and we'll rock these groups out together. So,
okay.
Have a good night on Zoom.
Bye.
You guys later. Thanks for hopping on. And